What's it like sailing with MSC Cruises? How did we find our first time on board the MSC Virtuosa? We've just returned from a 7-night Western Europe cruise in the Yacht Clube with stops in Vigo, Lisbon, Cherbourg and Play. From the exclusive Yacht Club experience to the dining, entertainment and our overall impressions. Let's dive into everything this cruise had to offer.
MSC Virtuosa, part of MSC Cruises, takes a name from the word virtuoso, meaning someone highly skilled in their craft, a tribute to the expertise of the line's architects. Entering service in 2021 as a Meraviglia Plus class vessel, she is among the largest and most advanced cruise ships at sea. With a gross tonnage of about 181,500 and a capacity for over 6,000 guests, Virtuosa combines the scale and excitement of a modern megaship with exclusive spaces like the Yacht Clube for a more refined experience.
MSC Virtuosa is primarily based in Europe, sailing a wide mix of itineraries. From Southampton, she often cruises to Western Europe, then the Mediterranean and Northern Europe, with calls ranging from Spain and Portugal to France, Germany and the Low Countries. She also operates longer voyages to the Canary Islands and Norwegian fjords, and from time to time offers repositioning and seasonal cruises further afield.
This itinerary was originally unplanned. It was going to be a 3-night Virtuosa cruise in the Yacht Clube to Cork and back. However, the cruise was changed a few weeks after we booked to be a 7-night trip to France, Spain and Portugal. We had only visited Vigo out of the upcoming ports, so we welcomed the change and we went for the slightly more expensive week-long cruise in the Yacht Clube instead of cancelling entirely. The sail under the 25th of April bridge for the first time will be something we both will remember for a lifetime, and it was well worth running out of the cabin at 5 in the morning to watch.
MSC Virtuosa spans 18 passenger decks, 19 on paper, with deck 17 skipped as it's considered unlucky in Italian culture. She offers a bold and glamorous blend of design and entertainment, featuring striking modern interiors. She is loud, glitzy and full of personality, from the sweeping Galleria Virtuosa, crowned by the longest LED dome at sea, to Swarovski crystal staircases, lounges and the grand theatres. While we have a full ship tour on our channel for a closer look, here's an overview of what you can expect.
MSC Virtuosa has a whole host of different grades and experiences when it comes to the cabins. First of all, there are 4 main experiences: Bella, Fantastica, Aurea and the Yacht Clube, which each come with their own perks. Bella being the most basic and the Yacht Clube having all the bells and whistles you'd expect. For each experience level, you have different types of cabins, from inside cabins to the most luxurious suites. Bella cabins are guaranteed, meaning your cabin number will be assigned a few weeks before you board, and you can choose from an interior, ocean view or balcony at this experience level. Moving into the Fantastica category, there are more upgraded options, starting with the Deluxe interior cabin, Obstructed Junior, Deluxe and Premium Ocean View cabins, all varying slightly by the size of the cabin. And finally, in this category, Obstructed and Non-Obstructed Deluxe balconies. Moving on to the Aurea category is where all of these cabins come with the complimentary access to the thermal suite on board. There are no interior or ocean view Aurea cabins, however, you can opt for one of the deluxe balconies, or if you want to go all out, one of the suite cabins. The Aurea experience has 3 types of suites on offer: a premium suite with a terrace and a whirlpool, and finally, the Grand Aurea suite, which is where you'll find the second largest balconies on the ship and the largest cabins outside of Yacht Clube. Finally, we have the Yacht Clube suites, which comes with a variety of benefits. There are multiple types of Yacht Clube cabins to choose from, starting with the interior Yacht Clube cabins. Not all MSC ships have these types of cabins, so it can be a great entry point to having all of the amenities of Yacht Clube, but without the extra price tag. There are 3 final options on board. The Deluxe balcony is the type of cabin which we stayed in during our time on board, and these types of cabins are located right within the Yacht Clube. One grade above, this is the Yacht Clube Duplex Suite. This features a 2-tier cabin and an outdoor terrace and whirlpool. The only disadvantage is that these are only available on deck 9 to 12, which is outside of the Yacht Club. Finally, you have the Royal Suite, one of the most expensive cabins at sea, and the balcony is larger than the space in the cabin. It also features a terrace and a whirlpool, and more space than you'll know what to do with. Being in the Yacht Club comes with a whole host of different benefits, including priority embarkation and disembarkation, 24/7 butler and concierge, premium extra drinks and all of the drinks in the Yacht Club are included, Wi-Fi access, complimentary access to the thermal suite, access to the Yacht Club top sail lounge, dining room, pool, bar and grill.
On Virtuosa, you have a real variety of different restaurants and eateries where you can enjoy a meal. Whilst we've put together a full video explaining all of these options in detail, here's an overview on what's available. There's 6 main dining rooms: Minuetto, Symphony, Opera, Blue Danube, Il Campo, and the Yacht Club dining room, Kaito Sushi and Teppanyaki, Butcher's Cut Steakhouse, Indochine, French and Vietnamese cuisine, Hola Tacos and Cantina, Jean-Philippe Chocolat and Café, Jean-Philippe Crêpe and Gelato, Marketplace Buffet for casual dining, Yacht Club Bar and Grill, Atmosphere Bar for burgers and ice cream, and room service. There are also lots of places to grab a drink on board, including Rob the Robot and the MSC Starship Club, Jean-Philippe Café, the Champagne Bar, Tropical Bar, Savannah Bar, Attic Club, Carousel Lounge, Infinity Bar, L'Atelier, Masters of the Sea, Red Gem Casino, Sky Lounge, Sports Bar, TV Studio and Bar, and the Virtuosa Bar and Lounge. There are plenty of spots to grab something to eat or drink on board. During our cruise, we sampled a variety of different dishes, and like usual, here are our top picks from the cruise.
First up, my top 5 favourites from the trip. 5th place, grilled beef filet mignon. 4th place, pistachio crust rack of lamb. 3rd place, assorted Chinese dumplings. 2nd place, fillet of beef rossini. 1st place, MSC pizza of course.
Now for my top picks. 5th place, assorted Chinese dumplings. 4th place, tiramisu. It was so good that one night I had to have it twice in a row. 3rd place, lasagna. 2nd place, lobster ravioli. And 1st place, you might have guessed this already, MSC pizza. Let us know in the comments your favourite food from our trip.
The Yacht Club truly is a ship within a ship experience. You won't find anything like it on other cruise lines. The experience felt like our own sanctuary to escape from the hustle and bustle of an otherwise overcrowded ship. Whenever we wanted a moment together to relax and unwind, the Yacht Club was there and had everything we needed without having to move too far. We loved the fact that they even brought the white pie into the Yacht Club to have a more intimate event with the passengers we met along the way. Being such a closed-off area, you really got to know the people in the Yacht Club, and it made the experience even more personal. All of the crew knew you by name, and your drinks order and the level of service was great. Like with other cruise lines, we were sometimes overlooked being younger, like us not being able to have champagne with our afternoon tea, and often being asked for our ID. However, after the first few days, the crew began to know us more, and this was no longer an issue. For us, the freedom of not having to worry about the price of drinks, the butler service, and being able to arrive at the terminal before everyone else were the main perks, which we loved the most about the Yacht Club. It felt like you were royalty on the ship. There is one downside which we have found during our time on other cruise lines, which has brought down the Yacht Club experience slightly for us. We were originally booked to try Virtuosa's Yacht Club again next year for 9 nights. However, we cancelled this cruise. Whilst the Yacht Club is amazing, as soon as you step outside you feel like the chaos and the overwhelming nature of having a 6,000 capacity. The service in the bars was slow, the crew seemed generally more unhappy, and children were running wild around the corridors and open decks and nearly sent us flying multiple times. And whenever we tried to go to one of the activities on the program, like the trivia or sit by the pools, there was never any space unless you showed up half an hour early. It's this chaos and crowding elsewhere on the ship which stopped us from rebooking Virtuosa. If we are paying thousands of pounds, we don't want to be confined into only one area of the ship.
Virtuosa has a lot to offer every day. There are things on offer for all age groups, and the daily planner has hundreds of activities every day which you can take part in. Virtuosa also has the carousel, where you can watch Cirque du Soleil style shows for a small surcharge. These shows are highly rated, and during our cruise we had the option of seeing Archimia, and ajedrez. Virtuosa also has Le Grand Théâtre, where a variety of events take place, from evening shows and guest speakers to Voyagers Club events with the captain and officers. There is also a party every night in the Galleria. However, be warned, these can get very crowded very quickly, so grab your spot early and prepare to be squashed. There is also live music around the ship and in the main atrium every night if you prefer the more casual entertainment. On the open decks you have the Savannah Aqua Park, which we enjoyed during the quiet port days, and 4 pools across the ship. For kids and teens there is an arcade, interactive cinema, VR Hologate, bowling, F1 simulator, Sportplex, and much more. Also, there are kids clubs for all ages on board. For the adults, as mentioned previously, there are a plentiful amount of bars and lounges where you can enjoy a drink during your cruise.
MSC Cruises maintain a relaxed yet stylish approach to dress codes, allowing guests to feel comfortable while still enjoying a touch of elegance. Casual wear such as shorts and t-shirts is perfectly acceptable during the day, while the evening call for a more polished look in the dining rooms and entertainment venues, with collared shirts, dresses, skirts, or tailored pants recommended. Each sailing features at least one gala night, where guests are invited to dress to impress in anything from tuxedos and gowns to smart jeans and polos. In addition, themed events such as the famous White Night and Mediterranean Night encourage festive attire, adding to the fun. While MSC is flexible, guidelines like no swimwear in dining venues and no short flip-flops or t-shirts on gala night help maintain a refined experience for all.
MSC Cruises attract a diverse and international crowd, with many guests coming from Europe, South America, and increasingly North America. The atmosphere is lively and family friendly, with plenty of activities for children, teens, and adults alike. Announcements and menus are provided in multiple languages, making it easy for everyone to navigate the ship. Theatre shows tend to focus more on the dance, music, and action rather than dialogue, so they can appeal to a broad multilingual audience. MSC also offers a variety of theme nights and parties, and on our cruise there was a white night, a gala night, a tropical night, and themed parties like an ABBA disco and a schools out disco.
Overall, for this 7-night Yacht Club cruise, we spent £7,474.50 for a deluxe balcony cabin. Whilst this is a lot of money, we split the costs evenly and paid off the cruise for over a year in total. We would say that this was good value for money because we only spent £72 on board, but we could have very easily have come off the ship spending nothing. The purchases we made were from Rob the Robot, Jean-Philippe, and the MSC logo shop. All of our alcoholic beverages, Wi-Fi, spa, room service, and everything else was all included in the cruise fare. We also paid £16 per person pre-cruise to dine in Olo Tacos, which we thought was excellent value for an all-you-can-eat Spanish restaurant. It is definitely one of the most expensive cruises we have paid for. However, you are paying for the luxury of the MSC Yacht Club. Due to the crowds elsewhere on MSC Virtuosa, we won't be sailing on her unless it is in the Yacht Club. This is not the end for our time on MSC, however. We will be trying some of their smaller ships next year to see what the rest of the fleet has to offer.
Our cruise was filled with memorable moments, but above all was our proposal. It will always be something we remember for the rest of our lives, and the private moment on the upper deck with no one else around felt so special and unlike anything else. The Yacht Club team were really helpful in getting everything set up, and it wouldn't have been possible without them. The limited capacity of the Yacht Club allowed us to connect with fellow passengers on our voyage, and from this trip we've made some lifelong friends. We were able to meet so many different people, yet see the same familiar faces every day, which was one of our favourite moments. Above all, MSC was one of the first family cruise lines we have sailed with, and with it came some of our funnest moments on the water slides and in the aquapark, which you won't find on every cruise.
MSC Virtuosa was one of our favourite cruises we have done so far. It will forever hold special memories and be our Cupid ship. Experiencing the Yacht Club was unlike anything we had tried before, and the relaxation and exclusivity was incredible. If we ever wanted to travel in style and go back to where it all began, we would go back to MSC Virtuosa. Despite her chaos, she has a certain charm which we can see a lot of passengers going back to.
Thanks for listening to our MSC Virtuosa review and our final thoughts on an unforgettable cruise. That brings an end to our MSC series for now. But coming up next on the channel is our time on celebrity cruises and trying out the Edge class ship, Celebrity Apex, which you won't want to miss. I think my voice has finally gone after recording so many videos for you all, so apologies if I sound a bit like a strangled frog in this one. We want to thank everyone who has become a member of our Patreon and shown their support for our channel. It allows us to put together these videos for you all and go on more adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Apex.